Слушай, Ислам, а как тебе нокаут в исполнении Армана? Какие ощущения испытал в этот момент?
Ну, хороший, честно сказать, нокаут. Он после этого боя, думаю, уже нормально, громко заявил о себе, выиграл топа. Ну, уже он приближается к титульной гонке, я бы сказал.
Он заявил, что мог бы нокаутировать тебя в первом раунде. Не могу не...
был шанс. У него уже был шанс нокаутировать меня, но у него ничего не получилось. Ни один раунд не получилось выиграть, я думаю. Пусть тренируется еще, подрастет.
Ты думаешь, ты с ним увидишься еще в клетке или не веришь уже?
Нет, если он, думаю, еще пройдет один бой уверенно, то руководство если даст, почему бы и нет.
А тебе интереснее было бы провести реванш с Арманом или с Оливейрой?
Честно, я уже говорил, мне не такой большой интерес проводить именно реванши, потому что если ты там хочешь какой-то послужной список, кого ты победил, ты должен добавлять новые имена. Есть Gaethje, кто уже тоже, я бы сказал, заслужил бой. Я бы думаю, с ним было бы более интересно подраться.
А когда возможен этот бой?
Думаю, в марте, может быть.
В марте есть турнир в Эр-Рияде, и потом номерной турнир в Майами. Я так полагаю, если бой состоится, то в Майами.
Скорее всего, да, на номерном турнире.
Какой бой мечты у тебя? Вот прям вот идеальный.
Ну, второй пояс. Я бы не выбирал соперника, да. Второй пояс – это бой мечты. То, что меня мотивирует на данный момент.
А какое идеальное завершение карьеры было бы?
Идеальное завершение. 2 пояса завоевать, оба пояса защитить. Уже один я защитил, второй пояс защитить. Я думаю, это уже, ну не знаю, может, если будет какая-то новая мотивация, ну это для меня сейчас высшая ступень.
А до 40 лет допускаешь, что спал бы?
До 40 нет. Еще пару лет.
Whilst we're on the topic of politics, I know you've been very complimentary of Conor McGregor's sort of impact that he's had on MMA and the UFC as a whole. He actually said he wants to run for presidency in Ireland. Do you think he would be a good leader or not?
Yeah, I think Conor would be a great leader. I think that he has a lot of those leadership, world championship qualities. So and he believes in freedom, which is most important. So I respect Conor so much because of how much he cares about his people and how much he wants freedom for his people, and he doesn't want to see his people being killed in the streets of Ireland being burned. So, you know, I sympathize with Conor, and you know, I think he'd be a great leader over there. The guy's already been a world-class fighter, one of the best fighters we've ever seen in the sport, the biggest fighter for sure that the sport's ever seen. So I think he would do great things in politics in Ireland.
Чемпионский пояс. Что они по боксу должны встретиться?
Забавно.
Конор, как всегда, в образе.
Ну, разумеется, но Петр... Да, все-таки, походу, будут боксировать. Они... А может и нет.
I want to watch Colby more than most guys in the UFC. I've actually never met him. At first, when he started coming, like acting like that character, I'm like, what is he doing? But then I'm like, all right, I get it. Like, when there's beef between two fighters, like that's when you really want to fucking watch a fight. That's when they're big fights, and that's what he's doing. He's creating beef with everyone.
Yeah,
so I love that.
He was gonna get cut, kind of turned heel.
Fucking flipped a switch.
Next weekend, I think they know that Colby and Leon are the 2 most inactive welterweights in the division. Neither of these guys like to fight. They're both good at running. So just to be on the safe side, they call it the dude that always steps up whenever needed. And for me, I was like training this whole time regardless, just in case something happened, you know. But the last 2 main events in the last 2 pay-per-views both got canceled. And since my last fight with Gilbert Burns. I took that one on short notice, and I was like, man, I never want to get out of shape like this again, because I was like so bad before that fight. It took me forever it was like the hardest weight cut ever, and I was like, I got to be a professional from now on. So never getting big like that again, just trying to stay healthy, stay on the light side, just in case something did happen. I didn't want to have to wait last second. We've talked to the UFC, and they said, yo, you're next. Yeah, of course. We were in talks because, like I said, I'm training all the time. I'm in shape. So we were in talks to talk about Usman, maybe Usman, but then he ended up fighting Hamzat. So then I was like, all right, well, like I said, I'm big on everything happens for a reason. So I think that I'm meant to be for the next title shot. They've said it multiple times, and especially now that I'm weighing in as the backup, they're like, bro, would you be willing to weigh in? Would you be willing to step up, be the backup, cut this weight for us? And I was like, yeah, of course, man. I'm a company guy. I've stepped up multiple times on short notice to fight for these guys. I've helped that pay-per-view, the last one, 3 weeks notice to fight the number 4 guy in the world, and Gilbert Burns, dominated him. And literally there's nothing else for me to do. I have more ranked wins than both of these bums put together. Like Colby and Leon, neither one of these guys are fighting tough competition. Leon, before Usman's fought 3 lightweights in a row. Colby's only beating guys over 35, 36 that are on losing streaks. So like, for the other welterweights that are on this card, I think that every welterweight in the division knows, even Shavkat said, well, Bully B's next. And I think they all want me to be next because they know, like, I'm willing to fight everybody. I'm willing to keep the division rolling no matter what, and not picking and choosing who's next, who's what, who's this. And it just makes you appreciate champions like Adesanya or Volkanovski, or willing to fight the next guy in line every single time, and, you know, put their title on the line like a real champion, instead of picking and choosing. Wait, let me see if Nate Diaz will come back. Let me see if Jake Paul will come back. Let me fight one of those guys. It's like, nah, bro. This is the division. This is how it goes. And Dana said it, and that's all I need to hear is I'm next.